Okay, this is our second time walking around the lake. And before it gets dark, I thought I would talk to you. Thank God for winter break. It is Tuesday, but you can't help but count down your days. So we have a week and some more days to go before we go back, and that's fine. I'm grateful to have a place to go back to, right? I watched Sister Wives. That would be season 20, episode 13. And Kody was on his apology tour with Christine. He was telling her that he indeed loved her when they were together. It was special. David was with her husband. And David, in his confessional, he said, of course he loved her. They wouldn't have had all those children. You know, they had 6 together. 1 boy, 5 girls. And what I like that David did, David said, hey, how about apologizing to your kids? That stumped Kody. Kody had to rear back. He did not like that at all. But I agree. Instead of apologizing to the women who, believe it or not, Kody, are over you. Yes, they are aware that you hurt them, that you favored a wife over them, but the relationship is over, and I promise you, especially Christine, they have moved on. Christine has a whole husband who treats her well. They are not worried about you. But instead of Kody saying, yes, I will eventually apologize to each of my children, instead, he said the pain that we endured with each other was due to each other inflicting this pain. Now, keep in mind, Kody, that though most of the children are adults, they're young adults, and they are still your children. And Kody, you are the father. As the father, it is your job, believe it or not, Kody, especially on how things went down with COVID, with Isabel's surgery, with all your neglect and painful words, that you even agree, Kody, that hurt the children by what you did to the mothers. So what you have to do is, yes, call the children and apologize and slowly make amends. And then you can do some holidays and some birthdays and some family reunions together. Now, the next episode, you're going to be apologizing to Mary. And Mary is not going to be, from what I see, as nice to you as Janelle and Christine. But we know that you definitely owe Mary an apology. I mean, you divorced her to allegedly marry Robin to adopt Robin's children, when that was very, very painful for Mary. So, even though you are going around apologizing, you went to visit your best friend in Las Vegas. That's where you met Christine and David. And you told him you still don't trust these women and you do not want to be their friend. I don't get it, Kody. What is it about then? Was that just for us, the viewers? Did the producer say, Kody, do this? This would be good TV? I don't know. I understand you having another family and being deeply in love with Robin, but it is okay to apologize for what you did to the OG3. And then Robin was in the kitchen with Aurora, looked like baking cookies, and they were talking about Aurora's relationship. She is getting close to this young man. It even may look like marriage. And it appeared that her mother, Robin, was allegedly telling Aurora, you need to have a life first before you get tied down to this guy. And what does he have to offer you? Yet, don't marry anybody for money, even though we fans may say, Robin, that looks like exactly what you did when you came into the family. And because you guys were polygamists, they paid all your bills. They paid all your debts. They put money down for your home. You live in a mansion, and they still don't. You see where we're going, Robin? So yes, Aurora is allegedly 23 or 22. She probably has graduated college. I don't see any reason why she should move out. But if you want her to have a life of her own, maybe you can encourage her to get an apartment and to get a job and to live on her own. But she and her guy may get married sooner than expected if that's what you do. But I don't want you to mess this up for her. Just like she said. Aurora said, Mom, and she was correcting you, Robin. She said, this is between my guy, God, and me. She's letting you know I'm going to make my own decision about my relationship. Good for Aurora. Okay, with that said, we're going to mosey on around. And if it's too dark by the time we get around, we probably will end today's workout. And we'll try to come out a little bit earlier another day. Like tomorrow before I start baking and cooking for Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And I pray you too are moving that body and enjoying your week off or your 2 weeks off for teachers. Peace and blessings. Merry Christmas.